What's up guys, welcome back. This episode we ventured back into the dreaded agricultural land to finish what we had started, to find the Channard's water snake. In an unexpected turn of events, we ended up catching a giant monocled cobra at night in the pouring rain. Enjoy the video. Alright, good morning, final day of the trip. We're just packing up our car and heading to the final spot to give one more try for Anhydrus channardi tonight. And right as we're packing up the car, next to the car here, I just saw this little Trimerosaurus macrops, which is actually the first time I've ever seen macrops during the day. But I am kind of cheating because I already knew it was in this area from last night. But you can just see him underneath there, tucked in, coiled up on a branch. Cute. Alright, we have officially arrived on location after a long drive. We're back in agriculture, and we're targeting our last main species for the trip, which is Anhydrus channardi. So our method of searching is walking these little dirt barriers which connect rice field and swamp. I presume they would most likely be in the swamp bit, but they do move. People have even road cruised them before, so I wouldn't put it past them to also be in the swamp. Yeah, and every now and then there's trees like this where I guess you could find rat snakes, and around the base of them, possibly Russell's vipers. So, just gonna be a long night of...
Got a homolopsid in the water here, can only see its venter.
Alright, Rupert just radioed in, he got some sort of homolopsis. Wait, no, he said homolopsid, so that could be channardi, our target species. But I'm very far away from him right now. I guess he will, he'll radio in again if it is actually channardi. I'm just gonna keep pressing along here. Oh, have a look at this! Have a look at this! One of the first times I found a snake on camera. Have a look at this!
You guys hear me?
A hatchling Burmese Python. What on earth? Oh, and he's biting my shoe. How neat is that?
Yes, boss.
This one is probably only about, I don't know, not even like more than a month old, I would guess. They are quite large around here, most hatchlings that I've seen. In captivity, I've definitely seen smaller hatchlings, but how cool is it to find a species like Burmese Python, which is so incredibly common in the hobby,
Harry?
in
David?
the wild.
Anyone?
Wait, let me just radio into Rupert. Sorry boss, I was busy catching a berm. Alright, haha. Juvenile Burmese Python. Usually these aren't too bitey, but this one is quite bitey. And back to what I was saying, this is an incredibly common species in the hobby, but in the wild, in their natural range, they're actually not that easy to find. And definitely quite an uncommon snake to come across. Now in baby season they're a bit more numerous, but especially adults are really a species many people struggle with finding in the wild. Even in the Everglades in the US where they're introduced, they're a lot more common than they are in their native range. Anyway, I'm gonna hold on to this guy and go find the others to show them. Alright, it is officially Anhydrus channardi, our target. Harry is just getting in the water. You can just see it in the middle of the river there, sitting on some twigs in the water, poking its head up. That white thing right in the middle of the frame. Please don't let it get away. Yes!
Is it channardi? Get it? No. What is it?
What?
Anhydrus.
Oh my god. Are you kidding me? Alright, so scratch that, not our target. We just...
Sure. Yeah, I'm sure.
We just got Harold wet for one of the most common snakes ever. That is disastrous. Anyway, I've left Keith here with the berm while we were dealing with this water snake situation.
Has received bite. Far away from me the whole time, to be honest.
Keith is bleeding.
I don't think it'll really bite if you just play with it.
No, look, I got bit.
Oh. Yep, his hand is bleeding. I retract my statement. Alright, so Harold just got our main target species. As you can see, he is dripping wet. Tell us what you got.
So this is Anhydrus channardi, or channards.
You've got a tiny praying mantis looking... Wait, that is an actual ant. Wait. No, it's a mantis.
Is it another wasp that's gonna sting him?
No, it's a tiny mantis that looks like an ant. Zoom in on that.
That is
really like
cool.
A species of mantid that really mimics an ant.
Put your hand behind Harry's hand. Yeah, now we can see it.
Oh. Look, it's got the little nibblers on the front.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Anyway,
back to the set.
So yeah, this is the Channard's water snake, Anhydrus channardi. These were only described in the past 20 years, and they were described purely from museum specimens. So we've been looking for them, and only a couple of herpers have ever seen them before. And I saw this snake sitting on top of the water, and it looks and reminds me incredibly of Cerberus, the brocodams, or the dog-faced water snake.
To cut a long story short, he went for a swim.
And yeah, I mean, the important thing with water snakes is commitment. And if you're not prepared to get wet for a water snake, you shouldn't be herping for homelopsids. It's like, is the truth. Like,
We already made Harry go in the pond once tonight to look for it, to catch it in hydras and hydras. But this time,
The head shape is really weird. It's like
it's very Cerberus-like in my opinion.
very rounded somehow. It looks like a, I don't know.
I think it's really square, actually.
It reminds me of like a dinosaur. Like the snout, it's just so rounded on the front. It's not like pointy. Anyway, it's not per se a very interesting snake, but it is a very rare snake.
Without its head against the darkness. Not the prettiest snake in the world.
No, it's really not the most spectacular snake, but it is rare, so we gotta have it.
We gots to have it. Alright, do you guys want to release
Time
this?
for me and the snake to go back where it came from.
An absolutely depraved. An absolutely depraved individual.
If you want to do an actual release, you can.
No, this is perfect. You just let it go right where you are.
Would you shine my light?
This man's depravity knows no bounds.
Just go on. Let that beauty swim off. That wasn't very dramatic. It's trying to come back to us.
That's kind of how I saw it.
Stockholm syndrome.
Alright, no more snakes since that last epic fail. First raindrops. I did see thunder off in the distance as well. Alright, not good, not good. The rain has officially started. I am reasonably far from the car with my camera. Time to run for it. Alright, we have all very swiftly met each other back at the car pretty much at the same time. Just as the rain started. We're leaving Harold out because he's already all soaking wet, so he's quite happy to stay wet. Anyway, we're just gonna do a bit of cruising till this rain stops. It's already a lot less now. Yoo-hoo! There's Harold. Anyway, hopefully this rain will get some snakes moving and possibly be more likely to find them on the road. Otherwise, we're just gonna do a bit of scouting for potential other locations. Alright guys, we just cruised a large cobra. We had just stopped the car to check the map. Yes! Look at the size of this kaouthia!
Wow!
Take the camera, take the camera, take the camera.
It's beautiful, man, and it's huge!
Look at
Oh my god!
this! Distracted Harold. Wow, this is the biggest wild kaouthia I've ever seen.
Careful, careful.
Mouth wide open, yeah. This is a monocled cobra, and a really large one at that, and he's also got some really nice patterning on the body and a darker tail.
Wow! I've always wanted to see one of these like central Thailand ones, you know, with the banding like this.
Yeah.
This is my lifer as well.
It's a lifer for Harry. I've seen one similar sized actually before, but I lost it on the road and actually had a car crash in the process, which is what made me lose it. But this is absolutely fantastic. Okay.
Let me come get some close-ups of this guy.
So the thing is with cobras, in the daytime it's very easy generally to get their focus, but in the nighttime with the lights they just get confused.
It's because I'm shining my light on you, you know, so it's
Yeah.
only seeing you.
Well, it is raining, so I do want to get into the car till the rain at least stops.
Yeah, the camera's getting a bit wet now.
Alright.
Look at that head.
Look at him twisting to try and bite me. My finger is like Loki in its mouth right there. But he can't get me from that angle. No, I'm all good.
See its fangs.
Yeah, so come in close here. You can see typical of elapids, they've got these short, fixed fangs. And I'm gonna actually try and carefully adjust my grip there. Alright, it's raining. Let's get in the car and wait till the rain stops, and we'll resume. Alright, good morning. So it ended up not stopping raining last night, so we ended up back at the hotel, and we are now on our way back out. And guess what? It's raining again. If it doesn't stop by the time we get there, we're just gonna let everything go without photos. If it does stop, we may take some photos and perhaps some video. But yeah, the trip is pretty much come to an end after this photo sesh. We're gonna head back home. The rain just keeps getting worse somehow. Alright, we've arrived at the exact spot we caught the cobra last night, and somehow, by chance, it's actually looking like the rain is about to stop. So we might actually get to film something with it after all. Alright, so we're right back just next to the spot where we caught the snake last night. Thanks to Harry's always taking GPS coordinates of everything.
I think it's dead. I'm joking.
Can confirm not dead. And you can see during the day now it's probably going to be far more focused than it was yesterday. This one has really nice yellow on the throat too. Maybe if Keith moves around a lot, it'll focus towards him. Have a look at that beautiful throat pattern of this Monocled Cobra. This one was honestly really impressive. One of the most impressive Monocled Cobras I've seen.
My hissing is loud.
Can't lift my neck that high. Doesn't matter how far you are away. If something strikes at you through the camera screen, you always jump.
Anyway, during the day they focus way better, and they're actually a lot easier to handle during the day than at night when they're just confused and will like turn around randomly. Anyway, we're out here in a slightly more open area to do a bit of photography, and we're gonna do that now, and then I'll probably film a bit more for the release.
Harry's moving like that because he's distracting it, by the way. Not exclusively because he's Harry.
Alright guys, so as we were about to release, guess what? The rain is back. Anyway, so we just took shelter in this hut that we saw right next to where we caught it. We're all in here, got the snake, but it is absolutely pouring, and Rupert is waiting with the car literally right next to us to pick us up. So we're just actually going to film the release in here. It can just cruise off into the wild here. Alright, so as you can see, just while taking photos, he's already mellowed out really much, and he won't even hood up anymore at this point, but yeah, we're just gonna let him cruise right on off through here. Alright, and now we have to quickly run to get back to the car. Alright, check this out. There's a absolutely giant water monitor lizard just crossing the road here in the rain. Yeah, he's gone now. Keep going. On that note, we are officially on the way back home, and I think that monitor will have been the last animal of the trip, so this is probably going to be the end of the video. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.